I'm Lady T506, welcome to my channel. Hello everyone's. I am here for my review of The Oval Season 1 Episode 16. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you're a family member and one of my peoples, welcome back. So, Donald and Kyle's makeout session was interrupted by Lily and one of the staff members. Now, first of all, if y'all supposed to be on the hush-hush about y'all liking each other and y'all being in a secret relationship, why are y'all out in the open at the White House where there is cameras everywhere kissing? But anyways, Lily catches him. She brings him into the room because she needs answers. Donna's over here trying to tell Kyle to leave, and Lynn's like, no, let him stay, because he's a part of this too. I mean, you are sleeping with this man. She didn't say that, but I'm paraphrasing it. He's like, sir, can I go? And she's like, oh, you calling him sir after you had your lips all on him. Oh, no, ma'am, this is not what we're doing. She over here slapping Kyle, and Kyle's like, listen to what we're not going to do. You ain't going to have your wife over here slapping me. But no, she still wants some answers. I was like, all this energy that you were giving to Kyle, you should be giving this to Donald. Because Kyle didn't promise to love you through thickness and thinness, sickness and health and all those things. Donald did those things, whether he meant it or not. Donald did that, not Kyle. Kyle was just basically like, we was together before you and I still wanted it to continue. That's where I'm sitting in things at. Lily get the Kyle and Kyle week, and then accusing him of going after her husband, and Kyle's like, no, boo-boo, your husband came after me. And she's like, oh, is this right? You went after Kyle. This is what you telling me? She gets to going off at her mouth. Kyle done covered up her mouth and like threatened her part-time a little bit. And this is when she did something. I was like, this is what you don't do. She talking about something. Well, I know she burst out, I know about the president killing somebody. Like, if you know information like this and this dude just had his hands over your mouth, maybe we shouldn't be talking about this. Maybe this is the kind of thing we keep under wraps. Don't say nothing. Or be like that. And I'm saying this, and if something happens to me, if I have a heart attack, I'm talking about accidental and non-accidental. I got papers all over places. In place. So if something happens to me, this will come out about the president and this will come out about y'all. If you gonna be doing some things like that, you got like some contingency. I think that's the word I'm looking for. If it's not, then y'all roll with me. Like, be like, I know this. And if something happens to me, whether it's accidental or not, these people are set forth to release all the information that I got, and then chuck the deuces and walked on out. You don't tell them you got all this information and all that other stuff. But no, she says, I got this information. And he's like, this is the one you want to lead with? This beef from the White House? I was like, really? He's like, I'm sorry I cheated on you and led you to this woman. He is saying this as he is rubbing doggone Donald's shoulders while looking at Lily. So Lily's looking at her after she done made this threat. She's seeing her husband having his shoulders rubbed by his boyfriend. And Kyle talking about something, you know what we have to do. I was like, Lily, you're going to end up stinking somewhere. You're going to end up stinking somewhere. In the words of James Caldwell, a.k.a. Spillerboy TV. Yeah, you're going to end up stinking somewhere. You keep on messing with these two. Does Kyle look like, Kyle, it don't even look like, Kyle has no hesitation to kill you. You see what he did with Pinky and the crew and how easily it was for him to get rid of Mistress Denise's body. Child, I can't. So Priscilla and Nancy, they get to the pharmacy, and Sharon says Barry lost control of the truck, and Richard was shot in the scuffle between Barry and Kareem. Now Nancy's like, we got to get to the hospital, but you know, Sharon lets Priscilla know Barry did this on purpose. He purposely ran that truck into the pharmacy. And then him and Kareem got into a fight, and that's when the gun went off and Richard was shot. Now, I don't know why Kareem didn't go downtown for, because y'all both, it was your gun. Y'all was both tussling on it. It wasn't like Barry grabbed the gun from you at your hand and was trying to shoot Kareem and shot, you know, Richard. It was y'all was tussling over, and Richard was just an innocent bystander. But we can't tell Nancy anything because Nancy might have an asthma attack. Now, I'm like, all the stuff that is going on, we ain't seen Nancy have an asthma attack yet. So, does she even have asthma? I don't know. Lily gets to Bobby in his Barrett's hotel and kicks the lady that he has there with him out. Like, just like she gets in there and like told the woman to leave, and the woman was like, Bobby in his beard? Bobby in his beard was like, you heard the woman leave. And like, she was like, are you in pain? He was like, no. And then immediately they having sex. I was like, he literally was having sex with this woman, heard the knock on the door, got up, let you in. Lily told the woman to leave. He said leave, and y'all started having sex. So this is all of what, a minute and a half, maybe a minute. This man was literally just having sex with another woman a minute ago, and I didn't see condoms putting on or condoms taking off. So you telling me you just gonna hop into bed with this man after he was just literally in bed with somebody else? You nasty, Lily. You nasty. Hunter, he goes telling Victoria that Mistress Denise was there, and she was like, yeah, I know. I guess she didn't learn the lesson I gave her when I went down to that shop and beat her down. She thinks he's looking crazy because Mistress Denise done blackmailed him. But she was like, she'll talk to her because if Evil City parents find out, then she's trying to do something like to take them down and go against them. She gonna regret it. But yeah, I'm calling it, Evil Sadidi parents. We didn't see Evil Sadidi grandma, and I'm just gonna assume that the granddaddy is evil and Sadidi as well, because I just couldn't see her being with some non-Sadidi person who is not evil. They seem like they equally evil and equal Sadidi, so that's why I'm calling them Evil Sadidi parents. And she tells him he needs to talk to his kids. Because old Raggedy Gail over here, she talking about being emancipated. And old Creepy Jason, he likes to be masturbating at restaurants under the table. You need to get your kids in check, because I can't. Because if they keep on, I'm going to be, my tasers, I'm going to be going, using a whole lot of tasers. And they're going to be having heart problems. We can't be having that. We're supposed to be looking like the epitome of, we're supposed to be the White House, the first lady and the president and all that stuff, and the first children. And we got Raggedy Gail and Creepy Jason is our kids. No. Nancy gets to the hospital and she all dramatic as ever. She did not gonna push some woman that was at the front desk out the way because she needed to find out some information on Richard. Then the woman was like, I need insurance. I was like, I guess I don't be going to the emergency room like that, so looking for anybody at least. But I ain't know you needed an insurance card. So she gives the insurance card. And the woman was like, it was a GSW, but they don't have a burial in the system. She's like, GSW? She's like, yeah, it was a gunshot room. She's like, oh Lord, take me now, Lord, I can't help you. This is when we scared she gonna have an asthma attack, even though we ain't seen her have symptoms yet of an asthma attack. It's like all the stuff that didn't happen. I'm going to say this happened over the course of 4 days. Now, her husband and her child then got accused of raping Raggedy first daughter Gail. Her husband and son may potentially have shot somebody, even though the way that happened didn't make sense. The grandbaby then got, kidnapped. Richard lost his job. Barry fought Kareem once. Now he fought him twice. And Richard was shot. And then all this 6 things, like 7. All these 7 things that didn't happen over the course of 4 days. And we have yet to see this woman have any type, and Barry then got arrested twice. We have yet to see this woman pull out an inhaler that I can remember. So does she really have asthma? Why are we so worried about Nancy? I'm side-eyeing Nancy a lot because the things she does. But anyways, she just don't know what's wrong with Barry after she finds out it was Barry's fault. I don't know what's wrong with that boy. He did this to his daddy while his daddy was in the car. I was like, the ramming in the car was messed up to have your daddy in there while you did it. But the ramming of the car in the pharmacy is not what sent Richard to the hospital. It was Kareem and Barry's combined efforts, fight over the gun is what sent Richard to the hospital. Now, news has hit that Mistress Denise has been killed. It's all over the news. They said it was a known convicted prostitute. She was a known convicted prostitute and was being investigated for child trafficking. I was like, she was trafficking children too? That seems like what's going over there at, the Rakadoosh's headquarters. Now, it's not necessarily the women that is doing it. It's more the highest was doing it. But she was into that too? So Victoria, she gives up because she sees it. She's like, did you do this? He's like, what are you talking about? She's like, it's all over the news. Now, if this comes back on them, She turning him into the evil Sadiddy granddaddy. That's what she gonna do. She's like, I'm turning you into my evil Sadiddy daddy. If it's even comes back on us even a little bit, and you not gonna like it. Now Lily comes home to pack her bags. Now see, this is where she messed up at. Once she got that information about, you know, Donald and Kyle, you go home. You pack your bags. You put them in your car. You go to the ATM. Get some money out. Maybe go to the store and with, like, I don't know if the ATM would be the best. Well, I guess they'll be able to find that either way. Either get cash back somewhere else or go to HDM. You know, get a little bit of money. Or you can just be sitting back and just each day getting a little bit of money and stacking that. Have your bags packed and then just leave. You don't go and confront your husband and his boyfriend and then just think you're going to go home after, you know, spilling their tea. And I hope I'm saying that right. But, you know, you done just told them you know everything and you know about what the president did. And just think you going to go home and pack your bags and this man going to let you leave. Like, really? And Donald's like, I need you to sit down. She's like, I can't sit down because I just had the best sex of my life. Even though it was a man who was literally having sex with another woman a minute and a half before you came into the room. But anyways, he looking all like, how dare you? It's just like, you ain't got the room. You have the nerve, gall, and audacity to be looking at me like, how dare you, when you was over there hunching on Kyle. Don't. He even threatened her and talking about she'll tell the world what she heard. And she was like, look here, bro, I work for some powerful people. She was like, I know. And I quit from doggone evil Victoria. She's like, I'm not talking about a president. So I was like, are you talking about evil Sadiddy grandma and granddad? Is that who you work for? So did they set this in motion for them to get in the White House and get them, the people that they won't get into the White House, as an exception of, you know, Sam, Priscilla, and Jean, and sprinkle of other few folks. Like, they said who they wanted into the White House. Is this what they did? Did they, you know, personally pick Donald? Is it what you're saying? I don't know. Now, she didn't threaten him one too many times, and he ended up choking her. He slapped her one, and she, like, cartwheel rolled across the bed, and then he got on top of her and started choking her. I was like, see, this is when you needed Bobby to come and, you know, come to the house with you. Hopefully Bobby decided to, yeah, I'm gonna come to the house with you anyway. But it looked like Lily gonna end up somewhere stinking. And I hope not, because I'm liking this new Lily who is not caring at all. I'm liking this new Lily. So hopefully she just like passed out and act like she was dead. Because I don't want Lily to be the one that's gone. Anyway, so y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on. So my beautiful face puts up a video. You can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already a family member and one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. Now, this is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.